topic during which everyone in India is super energetic, active, sometimes critical of each other on social media, cautious, aware, and super fun too. So this is the time of elections where the nation future will be decided, as well as sometimes it decides the future of the candidate standing, though not going there by the way. Coming straight to the chapter, that is elections in your class 9th part 1 book. Yes, my dear students, welcome on the platform Diksha Vedantu, and I am your SST faculty. So beta, there's a very important topic that is inside India's election machinery, which is a lot of times confusing, because I have seen that multiple comments as well as multiple chats in the live sessions also. Ma'am, can you please bring a video where in short you tell about all the basic structure so that everything is clear to us? Beta, there are chances you are not aware about the basic concepts, administrative divisions and lot. Everything will be clear to you in this video. So there are 3 systems explained in the chapter through which elections are being organized in the world in different parts of country. Was we opted at India, and do we follow the same election pattern in all the elections, like for say the election of president, vice president, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, everything? This is something we will clear in this entire chapter. Let us start with the very basic thing, beta. So by we know that, okay, we know that we are India, okay, we are India, a large administrative unit which is a country, okay, beta. This India as a country is divided into what, beta? In different states. Fine, okay. How many states are there in country, by the way? Comment down. As well as union territories, okay? States as well as union territories. Don't go anywhere thinking that ma'am is telling so basic thing. Wait, hold on. This will be beneficial to you. Beta, these states are further divided into small administrative unit, that is districts. That is what, my dear students? Districts. These districts then are further divided into what, beta? Blocks. Okay? They are divided into what? Blocks. The blocks are further divided into villages. The blocks are further divided into villages. Okay, the government that is responsible for this country and the administrative units are such that, beta, for the nation at the center we have union government. What do we have, bacha? We have union government. Pay attention. Okay, we have union government at the head, right? Then as we are a federal country, we do have, beta, state government at the state level. Okay? State government at the state level. However, bacha, the union territories are directly administered by the center through a what we can say, through a person appointed by them. Okay, getting my point? So yes, union government for the country, state government for the states like Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Karnataka and lot more. Okay, then we come to district, block and villages. Beta, below the state government, we do have one more thing that is known as local government. That is known as what? Local government. When the Indian Constitution was made, bacha, this local government was not present. It was added in the, like there were local governments in the country, but this local government was not written in the constitution. It got the constitutional status in 1992. See, there were local governments, there were panchayats and all that, but beta, it was not constitutional, and hence elections were not happening regularly. No one was serious about the works and so on. So in what, 1992, bacha, the local government become constitutional. Here we have 2 types of local governments. One is rural local government and the other one is urban local government. Rural local government and urban local government. Now in rural local government, it is known as panchayats. Okay, panchayats, and then we know about this in municipality. This is what? Municipality, right? But in today's chapter, in this lecture which is given to you as elections, as what? Elections, we will only focus upon the types of elections organized at union government level as well as the state government level. Why so, bacha? because because the election to both of these bodies, right, pay attention to that, the election to both of these bodies are conducted by whom beta? By Election Commission of India. Okay, by Election Commission of India. So Election Commission of India is responsible to conduct the election for union as well as state level, for union as well as state level. Clear to everyone about this? Great. Now, coming back to what union government consists of, right? What union government actually consists of. Beta, talking about this union government, right? The government here is made from parliament, the body, right, the body which consists our representative members, those we elect, because we follow which type of government? Representative government, right? Representative parliamentary government we do have. So bacha, in this parliament are those representatives for whom we will participate in election, to whom we will elect, right? Bacha, this parliament consists of two houses, that is Lok Sabha, okay, and then there is Rajya Sabha. We have what bacha? Lok Sabha as well as Rajya Sabha. As we do have two houses in the parliament, this is known as bicameralism. Okay, this is known as what, my dear students? This is known as bicameralism. So we have two houses, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. How many houses? Two houses. Now, when we talk about the number of members here, some around 543 members are there in Lok Sabha and some around 252 members are there in Rajya Sabha. ठीक है बेटा, in Rajya Sabha there are both elected plus nominated members. Okay, elected plus nominated members. However, here in Lok Sabha all the members are elected, right? By nomination, what do I mean? Beta, the President of India nominates some members from the field of like art, literature, social service. In what beta? In Rajya Sabha. ठीक है, how many number of members are there? Nominated, there are 12 members and those are nominated by the president. So this is the structure at every what beta? Union government. Similarly, we do have state government at the states of India, right? You will be telling me in the comment section how many states and union territories we do have. Right? But in the state government, the structure is like that. We have Vidhan Sabha. Okay? We do have bacha what? Vidhan Sabha. Vidhan Sabha, that is actually state legislative assembly as there is parliament. Okay? State legislative assembly. State legislative assembly. Right? Beta, some around how many states, pay attention to that, some around 22 states in India only have what? Only have Vidhan Sabha. Only have Vidhan Sabha. What do I mean by this, beta? Because there is one more option, and what is that option? Like there is Lok Sabha, here it is Vidhan Sabha. Similarly, we have Vidhan Parishad too. We have what beta? Vidhan Parishad, which you can compare as the Rajya Sabha in the state. But does all the states have this Vidhan Sabha? Nahi bhai, right? Only 6 states. How many states beta? The 6 remaining states in India, right? 6 remaining states in India follow this structure of bicameralism in the state, right? Bicameralism in the state. Rest, all these 22 states follow unicameralism. Unicameralism means what beta? Only one single body do they have in their administrative unit, and that is Vidhan Sabha. Getting my point? So which are the 6 states? So beta, 6 states you will remember is like this. So there are sister states like UP, Bihar, all together very like connected to each other. Okay, remember it like this. UP, Bihar. Then you can see Maharashtra. ठीक है, south of Maharashtra, which state is there beta? Karnataka. Again sister states Maharashtra and Karnataka. We have two more sister states, that is one Andhra Pradesh, and the other one that is Telangana. So this is actually the structure of elections we have to see. These are the bodies for which elections are conducted. So what it is, at the earliest by at the central level there will be elections for Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. At the state level there will be elections for Vidhan Sabha and Vidhan Parishad. In the Vidhan Parishad also some of the members are elected and some of the members are nominated by the governor in Vidhan Sabha, by president in Rajya Sabha. So this is something, the structure of the country beta. ठीक है? Now these are all legislative bodies, right? But along with them we will also do the election for, right? Election for two important posts in the country. One is president, ठीक है, one is president and the other one is vice president. One is president and the other one is vice president. Now come to the question, beta, how are elections organized? I'm here trying to draw a very rough map of India. Okay, just leave me if you feel that the map is not as like accurate as it should be. ठीक है, consider my mistake as I do when you make the mistake in exams. So please consider that mistake of mine. By the way, I'm trying my best. Okay. So what I want to tell you is beta, for the elections to Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, be it be Vidhan Sabha or Vidhan Parishad, the country is divided into, right? The country is divided into constituencies. Now, what are constituencies beta? These are the area, right? These are the area from where, right? From where a representative is elected. ठीक है, from where a representative is elected. Now, for example beta, in Lok Sabha, right, because Lok Sabha is a body that is directly elected. So in Lok Sabha bacha, what happens na, in Lok Sabha there are 543 seats. You know what will happen? So this 543 seats will be divided in the country. ठीक है, will be divided in the country in terms of proportion of their population. Like there is a state that is Uttar Pradesh, ठीक है, which is highly populated. So a rough estimate will be made dividing the seats with the population of the country, and we'll figure out that which states hold the maximum seats. Like UP has the maximum population, small areas are there which are known as constituencies divided here. Similarly, in the entire country, we have how many constituencies? 543 constituencies. Who is actually doing this work to define an area? There is a commission, and yes, this is a constitutional body. The commission that is known as Delimitation Commission. Okay, the commission that is known as bacha Delimitation Commission, which actually defines or redefines the area of the constituencies. Similarly, like for example, here are the elections for the state of Karnataka. This state of Karnataka will be also divided into certain constituencies, which makes the number for Vidhan Sabha. Now you got to know that how the seats are being defined. Now coming towards the next, bhai ma'am, how the election actually happens beta. So there are, according to when constitutional makers were making the constitution and deciding that which type of system we do follow, so beta, there are different types of election system. Different types of what? Election system in the world. There are different types of election systems in the world. What are those and what was accepted in India? So the first one is first pass the post system. First pass the post system. I will tell you why they are different from each other. ठीक है? First pass the post system. The second here is beta, the second here is which is famously known as the majority system. What it is known as? The majority system. The majority system. Okay bhai, theek hai, very good. Now coming towards the next one, that is proportional representation, right? Proportional what? Representation. We will take a very easy example of it and understand. ठीक है? So consider beta, an event is going to be organized in your school, right? The event will organize in your school. In that, your class is actively participating in something. Okay, so let us first take the example of class and then we will move towards the next one, that is what beta? School. So now in front of your class the monitor is standing and the monitor is asking, see, we all have to prepare for dance for our annual function. Okay, everyone is like so excited. Now what happened beta? But everyone wants to participate in the elections, right? Everyone wants to participate in the election. How can that be possible? That is not going to be possible, obviously. So now what happens now? They decided that they will do the election, right? They will do the election among the candidate. So let us take the example, there are 25 students in the class, right? For all like 25 students in the class, but if everyone will perform the dance, will it be possible that the dance will happen? No. So then they decided by we will make the group of 5 members from the class, okay? 5 members of the class who are actually the top performing one. So now among those those 25 students, 10 candidates actually stood there. Okay, let us take 5 candidates who are going to participate in who are showing their interest to participate in the dance, right? Now what happened beta? We did the voting. We did the voting and find out that there is a student A who got around 40% of votes. There is another student who got around 20% of vote. Someone got 5% vote. Someone got 10% of vote. So beta, here there was no one who actually passed the half of the votes. That means majority of the votes. But there is a student who actually got the maximum vote, that is 40%, and that system is known as first past the post system. At least pass among the candidates you are there. So if you are confused about now the example I have given you, we have more easy trick. Let us talk about some countries and then see about the system. Okay? Then we will see about the system. So beta, the countries are like okay, so here there is a country which is given even in the book. We will take that only, Harit Bhumi. Okay, so the country number 1 is Harit Bhumi. Harit Bhumi. Okay, the second country here is what? Ratnadweep. 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 And the third country is Swarnalok. Okay, Swarnalok. Okay, how many members are there? Or basically we can't tell about the number of people in the country, but let's take the example of, in this first past the post system, there are 25 seats. Okay? How many seats in this country beta? 25 seats for which elections will be conducted. The same is in Ratnadweep also, that is 25 seats for which the elections will be conducted. Proportional representation mainly happens in the country of large, what we can say, number. So here we are taking around 100 seats, let's say. Okay? So beta, in the first past the post system, right, what will happen? There are 25 seats for which elections will be done. You know that for this election beta, 3 parties stood to fight. That is party number A, party number B and party number C. So these 3 parties prepared their propaganda and like put their 100% in the election. Right? Party A, B, C. Now what will happen beta? Each voter of the country, right? Each voter for the country here will vote for the candidate. For vote for the candidate, how many parties are there beta? Party A, party B and party C. Getting my point? 3 parties who put their candidates to full how many seats beta? 25 seats from different regions. Getting my point? So there are different what beta constituencies. From all the constituencies, these parties are fighting. Whosoever's candidate will win the election will take that seat. Getting my point? Okay? So there were 25 seats, the area divided into 25 constituencies. From each of the constituency, there is party A, B, C and fighting. Whichever party will get the maximum vote from there will win the election. By maximum vote, do I mean 50% and more? No. Because here what happened beta, when we saw the proportion, we saw that here party A won 40% of the votes. Right? 40% of the votes. Here party B won 35% of the votes and party C here actually won 25% of the votes. So what do we mean by that beta? The candidates, right? See, very easy it is, right? Here we are voting for the candidate, not the political party. Here we are directly voting for the candidate, like from 25 seats. Okay? There were 25 seats. For each of the seat, one candidate win the election. This one candidate can belong to party A, either to party B or then to party C. At last we calculated that by this party A won the maximum vote, that is 40%. Right? This party B won the vote, that is 35%, and then this party C won the vote, that is 25%. Now you have to analyze because party A, right, because the party A have the maximum vote will form the government. Will form the government. Okay? Will form the government, and this type of system is known as first past the post system. What it is known as beta? First past the post system. Getting my point? Now let us move towards the majority system. Moving towards the majority system, by here also there are 25 seats. There were three parties, party A, party B and party C, who actually fought in the election. Each voter here also vote for the candidates. Here the voters are also voting for the candidates, but in this case what happened? Party 1 wins 45% of votes, party B wins 40% of the votes, and however the party C wins 15% of the vote. So what will happen? What up till now our understanding, we think that party A will win the vote. No bhai, because no one get the majority vote, as the name itself says, it is a majority system. Beta, no one get the majority votes. You don't understand what is majority? 50% plus 1. So as no one got it, we will do re-elections in this type of system, and whosoever will get 50% plus 1 vote in this election will become the government or will form the government, and this type of system is known as majority system. Now moving towards proportional representation system. ठीक है? Which system बच्चा? Proportional representation system. So now there are four parties, party M, N, O, F, who is participating in the elections. For how many seats beta? For 100 seats. For how many seats? For 100 seats. But here is the twist. What is the twist? Beta, here people are not voting the candidates. Actually, there is no candidate pre-decided. Rather, we are voting for the party. Okay? This party member won the seat. Right? This party member got the ticket because someone have to represent it. Na? So, there is a member who got the seat from the party. Right? If the person win or do not win, after that the conclusion will like that, right? Party A among the total votes got how many votes? 40% of the votes. Okay? Pay attention to that. If the elections are organized in the country, they will analyze that how much votes are won by how many, which party beta? Party M. For instance, the party M got 40% of the votes. The seats will be decided according to the votes, right? There is party N who got 35% of the votes, right? Party O that got 15% of the votes, and party F that got 10% of the votes. Now, right? What is the 40% of 100 seats, beta? 100 seats will be given to this part, 40 seats will be given to the party from 100 seats, because they got how many percentage? 40%. What is the 35% of 100 seats? 35 seats. 15 seats. 10 seats. So according to their proportion of votes they got as a representation in the election, beta, the percentage of seats will be allotted to them in the representative body. Right? Power here is shared proportionately. Power here is shared, beta, what? Proportionately. This is the system, yes, we do follow. Right? This is the system that we do follow. Getting my point or not? Now coming to where and how do we follow this system? So if we talk about, beta, elections to Lok Sabha, ठीक है, if we talk about elections to Lok Sabha plus elections to Vidhan Sabha, elections to Lok Sabha and elections to Vidhan Sabha, here we follow the system first pass the post system, FPTP. ठीक है, but then there is Rajya Sabha, okay, then there is Rajya Sabha in the country, ठीक है, plus the elections to president in the country plus the election to vice president in the country, beta. All those are conducted through the proportional representation system. Proportional, right, representation system. Proportional representation system. ठीक है, again Lok Sabha plus Vidhan Sabha, FPTP, Rajya Sabha plus president plus vice president, that is proportional representation system. Now tell me, is it clear to everyone or not? ठीक है? Okay, this is how we follow the election system in India. So we learned what in today's video? By in basics about the division of constituencies in India, which government we do have at what level, okay? And then how the election system actually works, the heading, that is election machinery in India. Beta, let me tell you that all the elections here are conducted by the body that is Election Commission of India, right? Mark my word, the question is for sure going to come in your exam, that list the functions of Election Commission of India, and you will remember me that day. Other than that, yes, the difference can come regarding the different election machineries in India. A very good beta chart is given to you on page number 164 of your part 1 book. Why I'm talking about page? So that you can go see, with the help of it can write and frame a very good question if it comes in exams. Okay, so this is the machinery. This machinery of election work on certain laws of India. What are those laws, beta? Like the Representation of the People's Act 1950. The Representation of the People's Act 1950. Then we have Representation of the People's Act 1951. President and Vice President Act 1952. Right? Basically, the 1950 Representation of India Act 1950 actually deals with the issues like delimitation, dividing the constituencies, allotting the number of constituencies to a single place, and so more. However, the 51 wala consists of the conduct, the rules during the elections that the members need to follow. ठीक है? Yes, the electoral system that is provided in our book might be a little critical or might be little confusing for you, but I hope that through this video all your doubts are clear. Still, in case if you have something running in your mind, back of your mind, please don't keep it. Write it in the comment section. I will be the one making video on it, or I will be the one replying on it. My dear class 9 students, by every difficult topic of yours will be decoded in the simple language possible by me. I'll try my best. You have to try your best writing the comment for the next topic. Meet you soon in the next video. By the way, I hope you're watching all the NCERT line by line session, because they are pretty helpful for you. The entire chapter will be like very good by watching that video. Okay, meet you soon in the next video. Take care. Prepare well. Bye-bye.